What's up, guys? Hope you're doing great. This is your boy Kobe Shots. In today's video, yet another Creative Chats session, the segment where we talk to creatives and find out exactly how they became who they are today. And of course, we couldn't come to Accra and not come see Chocolate. You're welcome to the show. All right, of course. I will leave the introduction to you, so introduce yourself. So yeah, we want to know your name, and you can tell us a little bit about your background and how you started out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my name. Okay, so hi everyone.
You're lying.
Okay, so yeah, hi everyone. Okay, so my real name is Prince Raymond Ohimin.
Okay,
that's my real name. I live in Dansoman.
Okay,
I have my studio inside East Legon in Accra. That is what I do. I had my basic school inside Dansoman. There's a normal school around that area. I had my secondary school at 2 secondary schools. I went to Accra Academy for like a term.
Oh.
And then I completed the rest inside Wesley Grammar.
Okay. And
then when it comes to tertiary, I went to NAFTI and then I went to ATTU.
Okay, so that actually explains why you have the love for filmmaking.
Yeah.
We're going to go into that. Okay, so yeah, how did you start out in photography? I mean, you're known for a lot of wonderful works. I mean, when you check your page, just as you guys can see right now, rolling over on the screen, I mean, you do beauty, you work with a couple of, celebrities and a lot more. I mean, you have a lot of stories to tell us. You can enlighten us on a lot of things. But I want us to start from how you started out and how you rose up to the level that you are now.
Yeah. Well, photography wasn't part of the plan from day one.
Really?
I always tell people that I am more of a filmmaker than a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah, It didn't start with photography. I started as a filmmaker. When I was in around, let's say, GHS, then I discovered that I have the talent to write stories.
Okay.
So it started with writing stories. Then I developed into creating drama. So writing the drama plays and then doing a little bit of dialogues because we didn't know how to do the real screenplay. Yeah. So I just started with that and so on and so forth. And to secondary school, I was even doing acting.
Really?
People who know me way back will tell you that
I used to act.
And I was good at it.
Yeah.
I was very good at it. So later in the time where I was about to complete secondary school, and then it became more of directing than acting now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started doing some directing some kits. I mean, some short skits and stuff. Let's do some stuff. So on and so forth. We came to university. So my mom always loved me to do my accounting because I was a business student. So she always goes like, "Hey."
I mean, the parents and education. How they are so much passionate about that.
Accounting,
and on our
but I was very good at accounting. I was very, very good student when I was in school because way back, things were very hard, and in order for you to survive, you really need to have your mind straight. Yeah. So for the books, that is what kept me going because there are points you have to, do people's assignment for them to get money because it was hard.
Yeah.
And so I mean, people love the brilliant guys. Oh yeah, so you get some favors and stuff. Yeah. So that is what I used to, see my way to education and stuff.
Understood.
And after secondary school, I started teaching. So I was teaching other secondary schools. I was teaching accounting, information technology, like ICT, accounts.
Accounts, yeah.
Yeah. So I was doing ICT, accounting, accounts in other secondary schools and remedial schools and stuff.
Wow.
So I taught for a couple of times. Wow.
Yeah.
And then I started teaching in junior high too, where I was teaching ICT. So I was teaching ICT and stuff. That was also for a while, just to see myself through, my unique stuff to get some money.
Yeah.
So from there, I decided to write IC. That's a professional course in accounting. Yeah, I decided to write IC because I realized that other than it was polytechnic, it wasn't
technical university.
It was a polytechnic. Yeah. So I realized that okay, if I have the HND, I can add any of the professional courses to it, and maybe to enhance my chances of getting employed in any company. So did all that. I wrote part 1, was good. So I was like, okay, fine. I didn't get money to write the part 2. But part 1 I think was okay. Good. I was just trying to attach that results to whatever results I made in school, and then just applications we wrote. A lot.
Of course.
From company to company, but I mean, it wasn't booming for us. So I took a turn to, first of all, I went to Gallywood. Gallywood was an initiative under the NDC time. The late president Atamils, they initiated that thing. So I was in Gallywood for 6 months. Gallywood is, let's say, a film school. It was one of the biggest film schools in Ghana here. Wow. It just died off. Yeah, it was one of the biggest.
What exactly happened?
Oh, I think this political thing. Yeah, because
if the government changes,
things.
You don't necessarily focus on things that were initiated by the previous government.
It was under the National Youth Employment Scheme, where they give the youth in various constituencies the chance to go study in the school for free. The government will pay your fees. For your scholarship thing. Yeah. So I had a chance to enroll there, where I did my film directing. That's where I polished the whole talent of filmmaking and camera works and all those stuff. I polished that, and then after that I decided to enroll in NAFTI.
Okay.
NAFTI, it was a bit expensive for me because as of then nothing was coming, because my mom was not really happy with me trying to do this film thing. She's all about push on the accounting, go and do this. But I realized the passion wasn't for balance sheet anymore.
You knew where you were drawing towards.
Yeah, it was pushing me towards something, so I wanted to go closer to that, and then so NAFTI was a bit hard and sick for me. I couldn't go far with it, but I had a knowledge, or the field knowledge that I wanted, so it was very okay for me to start doing anything I want to do. So right from there, I started following productions, a lot of production houses, way back, a lot of production houses, a lot of film sectors where you can go direct movie shows. So a lot of people got to know me that, this guy, he's good with movie. He can direct very well. He can train an actor, those kind
to
of
perform well.
So I was basically on that level for a while. Then I met some friends. We decided that we are all talented in different fields. There was somebody who does animation, was very good. There was somebody who does editing. There's somebody who writes script. Somebody who does this camera. So we realized that okay, we are individuals of a whole lot of talent. If we come together, we can form a house.
A huge company.
You understand? So there was just one person that has the resources. So he doesn't have any of the talent that we are exhibiting, but he has the resources.
Yeah, financially.
Although, he also has this kind of thing where he can also put in some ideas and stuff. But when it comes to the breakdown of
the execution of the project,
it was on us. So we're like, okay, you have the money, we have the mindset. Let's bring it together and then let's roll. So we're rolling. We used to call the production. This is still a place. Wood Films. Yeah. So I was with Wood Films. We were doing this kind of funny skits. We were doing
music videos.
So for the music videos, a lot. We did a lot way back then. You understand? So all these things were just drawing me closer to camera. Aside me being a director, it was just drawing me closer to camera, because the first time I used a camera, or the first time I had a chance to work with a camera, was a Betacam. I don't know if you know about it.
Betacam?
Yeah.
It's actually new to me.
It was a Betacam, and by then, as at now, we shoot on. Before the introduction of MP4, before MOV and stuff, it used to be high 8.
Okay, that's the format.
The format was high. It was these are tape time.
Oh yeah.
High 8 before digital 8 came.
Okay.
So before later on we have this DSL coming where we have now MP4 and then all these 4K things.
So you know what? I mean, filmmaking, because filmmaking has become so easy, the youngsters don't understand, or they don't even know how things were done before.
Yeah.
And if you have had a taste of what it was before, it means that you can really appreciate and even maximize what we have, right? And even perform better.
Yeah, because way back after shooting,
there's something that you have to convert.
You have to go and capture.
Capture, that's the term. That's the term.
You have to go and capture. So
you make it soft for the PC.
For the PC to also do it and all stuff. And sometimes you capture and there'll be some glitches. Oh, Charlie,
so easy. Working with tape. I mean,
tape was
a lot of things have been far gone.
You understand? So I went through that stages when I was there.
Yeah.
That is how come sometimes when I'm doing these things, like when I'm doing my works and stuff, and people feel, oh, you have it too smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I've built myself,
and they don't know the story.
Yeah,
people see the results. They don't
exactly.
tend to find out how you got there.
How you got there.
Yeah,
I've been there. Mm-hmm. The first time I got in touch with camera was in 2005.
Wow, long time ago.
Yeah, it was in 2005. So back in the days and stuff and so on and so forth, to now, you understand? But then I wasn't too much of a camera person.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I can handle the camera.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make myself a cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be behind cameras, give directions, tell the cameraman what to do. So I was more of a director.
You were not necessarily handling the camera itself.
No.
Yeah.
But I know how to handle
how it works. Because of course, a director should understand every bit about everything.
Every bit.
So if they are directing,
makeup.
Yes. Yeah. True.
Everything. From sound, light, setups, everything. You have to have an idea of how these things work. So that was basically what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that for a couple of years where we're team working. And we realized that somewhere 2015,
mm-hmm.
that would be 10 years after I got introduced to the industry of filmmaking and stuff. That was my 10th year. I realized that demand for movies in Ghana here was dwindling. Mm-hmm. The industry was falling apart bit by bit. And music video is always there like that.
It's been as it is.
It's been as it is. So we're now channeling our effort into the production of music videos, teas and stuff. So late 2016,
mm-hmm.
and I took a bold decision for myself because I realized that the thing that we were doing, it wasn't helping me. Because we were doing, it's a team.
Yeah.
So once it's a team, when there's benefit coming in, everyone is supposed to have a share.
So if
the benefit is going to a particular people, then what becomes of me?
Yeah.
And so I realized that the team thing is not working for me.
Yeah.
So
you had to find a way out.
At a point, the team became divided into two.
I see.
So it became one team and the other team too. They are doing their thing.
Doing their own thing.
So the team that I also found myself in, I realized that team is not also helping me. You understand? So I decided to go solo.
Okay. So that's how it happened.
That's how it happened. Now, going solo, don't forget that, like I said from the beginning, somebody was the one who has the camera and things and has the money pumping it in it. All I had
was what?
This Toshiba
computer? Is it a laptop?
Yeah, it's a laptop. The Toshiba laptop was Pentium 4. Yeah. I had a Pentium 4, guy be. With the neck, you can't have it like this. So anytime you see me closer to a wall, because it has to lean.
You have to find something to lean
on,
against, otherwise it will fall down.
It will fall down, and even before I'll put it there, I have to do like this. So I think the cord was 40, so it was giving some blackout.
Yeah. I mean, it was interacting with the screen display.
Yeah, so I have to do like this, and then when it comes, Nasaka, I was saying,
I see. So it's like you're trying to adjust to make sure the screen display stays,
it stays,
and keep it as it is.
Keep it as it is. So it has to be there.
Wow.
If somebody touches it, I'm doomed.
You're doomed. I mean,
so that is what I had, and then I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something else. I was just in the house for like a whole 3 months. I was nobody.
Wow.
I was just going through life.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
So I used to be very popular on Facebook too.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be very popular on Facebook because I were those who started Facebook. I mean, some people joined Facebook.
I think that was that in 2009. 2008.
That was when we were on Facebook.
Yeah.
I started using WhatsApp at the time I started using WhatsApp. That time, the DP of the person, you have to give the person a DP.
A DP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was using this phone, Nokia N95. It was those phones that those days
could actually support WhatsApp.
So it was just among a few people, even before the Blackberries and stuff came
into the scene.
Yeah. So that little popularity that I had on Facebook, I know those days when you were let's say an admin in a group on Facebook, it's like a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal. Like
you have a whole lot of control,
and then you get a chance to have parties and people come around and stuff. So it was like I was known, and everybody wanted to see the admin.
Yeah.
And so we're a group of people who were the admin. So like we were popular.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm not in the because I'm very funny. Like I like to joke. I mean, make some fun and so if you're on the page, if I'm not on the page for a moment, you can feel my absence.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was off for a while because Shalina, I was bleeding.
Yeah, I understand.
I was off. I was really bleeding. So I was off. So some of my friends reached out, and then there was this lady that I always chat with. I've never seen her before. We just friends from afar.
Okay.
And there's also like, oh, I've not been hearing from you. What is wrong? So, Demi. Yeah. So I just chopped one corner. So I was like, wow. Okay, I'll call you back. When I call you back, I was like, you call me back. So why did you call me?
Yeah, why did you call me?
So I was there for I think some few minutes again. She was calling back. She called first, I didn't pick. Then she called again. I was like, this girl can't see it. I just picked up.
You answered?
Yeah, hi. Then she was like, oh, so if I give you, that time was how much? I was like, if I borrow you 1,000 cedis.
That was a big deal then.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
1,000 cedis.
If I borrow you 1,000 cedis, what can you do with it? Wow. So it started sounding bang, bang, bing, bing.
Lots of ideas
bing,
coming to your mind.
Like a computer is on and then the pop-up messages are coming.
Yeah.
Bling, 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 bling. I thought I'll call her back.
Yeah.
So I sat down. Okay.
You have to sift through all the options that you have.
What can I do with 1,000 cedis?
Yeah, pick the right thing.
But all those times when I was doing these movies and music videos, anytime I go on set, I use the camera to take some pictures. Like I was just doing something fun. Yeah. Then I was uploading it on Instagram. This same chocolate shot it page.
Wow.
This same.
Which year was that?
This was somewhere around. Started around 2015.
Oh.
Yeah, around 2015. That was when I became fan of Instagram. But I was a Facebook boy.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So I started. I've been posting those things. There's not like status where you post and somebody will see. So either Facebook or Instagram. Yeah. If you're on BlackBerry, and those days I remember there were these photographers that were very keen. Curtis, what's his name? He used to be Shatawale's photographer, but his name is Curtis.
Okay.
Auku,
yeah. He even normally mentions his name in the songs. Yeah.
And then Wilson, Quick Wilson.
Okay.
Those guys started photography. Those guys were those that were doing photography back then, my time.
Yeah.
Because those who were doing photography I was seeing. Because then we used to have some Saturday event that goes on inside the Accra Mall. We have something called we had a place called Silver Lounge.
Silver Lounge.
Yeah, we call it Friday Friends. So every Friday we go there. When we go there, these guys take pictures. You understand?
Okay.
And then I remember one guy to Akin's photography. These were the people that were doing photography that I was seeing.
Yeah.
Back then. So when this girl asked me this, I was like, okay, fine. What can I do? Let me start taking pictures.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the money to buy video cameras. Even if I can buy a camera, I don't need only a camera to shoot a movie.
Yeah.
I need a whole lot of things. So I just said, okay, let me buy a camera. By then, I have a friend who works with GTP. We were mates in school.
Okay.
So there was a time he made me capture some runway event for him. Even that one, I rented the camera. I went to rent the camera. And so I was shooting beside a photographer. They call him Quams.
Quams.
Yeah, his Quams is QUAM.
Is he a photographer who used to be in Kumasi?
Yeah, I think he used to be in.
Is it Quam Studio?
Yeah, Quam Studio.
I know him personally.
Yeah, Quams.
I know him personally.
So Quams was the one. So I was shooting beside him at that time, and he was using a Nikon D5300.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I took his number, and then there was a time he just called me, and he was like, he's selling his camera, and I said, bro, give me this camera.
He's got better.
So when this girl brought this money idea, I was like, I'll buy that camera from Quams. So I told her that, yeah, I can do something with it. I can do it. And she asked me, so if she gives it to me, how long would it take me to pay her back? I said, oh, soon. She said, how long? I said, oh, 3 months.
Because you were eager for it.
I was very positive.
Yeah,
that it will work.
Yeah, and you'll be able to return the money.
To return the money to it.
Yeah.
So she said, send me your mobile money. I gave her the detail. No, bang!
She sent it.
She sent it.
Wow.
So I called her. I was like, are you serious with this? Say yes. And she even sent some money for pocket money.
Wow. She added a little bit more.
So I was like, oh. Wow. So right there, I was using some iPhone. I think it was iPhone 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was iPhone 7. And my cousin deals in this iPhone stuff. So quickly, I went to Circle. I told her, you know what, bro? I'm selling this phone. Give me a downgrade. Give me the balance. So I asked Quams, I asked him, how much is the camera? He said he was selling 2,000 cedis.
Okay.
I had 1,000. That's like 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to my cousin and I bought my phone. I divided my phone to iPhone 5S.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a sacrifice.
Yeah, so he gave me the change.
Yeah.
He gave me the change. So I went to meet Quams at his place. I wasn't having 2,000. I had 1,009. The 1,009, if I give it to him, it is walking to the house.
Yeah. You have nothing else left in your pocket.
So I gave it to Quams. He said 2,000. Quams, I have 1,009. I said, bro, I have 1,009. I'm the man.
Wow.
So he gave me only the body.
Okay.
And then a kit lens.
A kit lens.
I was like, Charlie, Quams, you're 50 mm. You borrow me your 50 mm. We're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2 shoot with it, and then so you can't give me the 50 mm. I said, oh, Quams, you sold the camera to me. Obviously, you're not going to. You're not having any camera right now. I think he was changing to Canon or something. So this Nikon lens will be a bit
not used. It's gonna be still there. Yeah.
Quams said no. Hey, Quams, me can also David. Me Rashi. Like all my life, I've been always one person that I'm a go-getter, and I've always been optimistic.
Yeah.
I don't think bad about anything. Like I am going to win and come. That is me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when he said no, I didn't hesitate. I just took the camera and I started walking. Bro, I walked a journey before I got to my sister's house, and then I went to eat small, and then I asked for some coins and I picked the car to my house.
Yeah.
I went to chalk. So on the bed, when I got to put everything on the bed, I test the camera, everything. I put the camera battery on charge. Came to sit down for a while. I was just lying down, and then a call came through. That evening, a call came through. And it was my school mother in secondary school. And then she was like, oh, hey, I've been seeing you've been posting pictures on. You're into photography, right? I was like, yeah, I'm into photography.
Wow.
And then he was like, oh, okay. I want you to
That's
come
fast.
and take. I want you to come and take pictures of me and my daughters and my husband. How much will you charge me? I didn't think. The moment he said, how much will you charge me? It followed 1,500. Then she was like, oh, 1,500 is too much. I said, how much will you give me? And he said, she'll give me 800. I said, cool.
You do it because you needed to
Bro,
return the money real quick. In fact, so you can actually call the camera your own.
So the moment she said that, no, I just took the.
You just agreed.
I just agreed.
800. Yeah.
So now, how to use a kit lens to shoot something productive was what was left.
Yeah, that was.
Because I used to have a flash. Long time. Somebody I worked for a certain white man, and then he dashed me some flash speedlight.
Speedlight.
He's the one that you put batteries in it. He dashed it to me. So I had that type, and then there was something else that he gave to me, some lights. So the flash there, I know I was sorted. I only needed a lens, but I didn't get.
Yeah, you couldn't.
So I went to check how to use the kit lens to achieve, and then they were talking to me about sweet spot. You know, the S spot is from 5.
Is it 3.5 to 5.6?
3.5 to 5.6. So you have to identify. You have to be able to identify the sweet spot between the two apertures.
Yeah.
Come and see calculations.
Wow.
Yeah. So the next day, I got in the next Trotsky. I was going to the place. I was just sitting down. My mind, my head. I was just thinking. What if? But you know, I've always kept a positive spirit.
Yeah, like you said.
Because I was like, you can do it.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
If it goes bad, when you can find a way.
Yeah.
There's internet. You can read.
Yeah.
So I went. They are down with their makeup, seated on the bed. The room was white. I put a flashlight on it. I went back. See, my first click. Boom! Bro, what the pictures was solid.
Wow.
I was like, whoa.
You see, that's what research or preparing before a shoot can do. That's the difference.
Bro, I said my first click. Boom!
Perfect.
There, all the pressure that I had on me, like everything that was going wrong with me, started going right with me.
Wow.
Now I can breathe.
Yes.
So now I was moving in between because I calculated the sweet spots of the lens.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was moving in between, and I captured everything. And when she was watching, I said, "Oh wow!" This was the reason why I love Nikon, because like that was a take for me.
I understand.
So that was why I love Nikon too.
You're still sticking to it.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
So I was going through the images, was like, gee.
It gives you that satisfaction. You
That
become
is
happy about.
satisfaction.
Yeah. It's like you now believe that you're actually doing the right thing.
You understand?
You're doing something that you love, and you are actually fitting in that space.
You see, the whole thing is I am new to it, but I am liking what I'm producing.
Yeah.
I was new.
Plus, your client is also
understand?
equally happy.
You understand? And this was somewhere middle 2017.
Yeah.
It's not been long ago, middle 2017. So I was loving it. So I took the money, I came home. Those days we were not too much about retouching. It's all about nice angles and stuff.
Yeah.
Clean it, and I sent it to her. Oh, she loved it. I have my money. Now the girl who sent the money to me that I was supposed to pay back. I never hear from her again.
Till date.
To date. If I type,
This person was an angel.
You know, if I type, and she's not the only angel I've met in my beginning stage. I met one big angel, and that angel is the reason why I'll say I even have a place I call my house. Because I don't rent. I have a place I call my house.
Wow.
Understand? I'll come to that. So this lady, I wanted to send her 500. Let me try and chalk one side.
Yeah.
Let me go get a crack.
At least you're halfway in paying her back.
See, the number wasn't going through. The Facebook name I wasn't finding her.
Wow.
So I thought maybe she has left Facebook or something. But a couple of times I wasn't finding her. So I had no choice than to,
to keep it. I mean,
keep it that way and see maybe
she'll call back herself.
She'll call back herself one time, and to date it never happened.
I mean, probably she was supposed to have helped you and remain that way.
You know, so that was the time that I started shooting. So I know because I was popular on Facebook, and I knew a lot of pretty ladies, pretty ladies. So I'll just call you, and ladies love pictures. Yeah, I'll just call you.
They do.
I take shots of
they
you.
They will actually die for pictures.
You understand? So that is what was growing me.
Yeah.
Because I knew a lot of females, so I was just taking pictures of them, and then they were just for free. It wasn't for but they were just advertising me. They were just, and then they were friends. Their friends were coming in for me, and then there I clocked my first big gig. It was from Venawata.
Wow.
Because that was like 2 months after I've started. First good, cool gig came from Venawata. That was the first time someone paid me 5,000 cedis.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's the first time somebody paid me 5,000 cedis.
2 months after owning your own camera.
The first time somebody, and that was the first time I started eating better.
I get it.
Yes, so they called me for a particular shoot and 1, 2, 3 stuff. I went to do it. They gave me the money. The first thing I bought a MacBook. That was when I migrated from
PC, leaving us behind. I still use a PC, but I use a gaming PC, so I can use it to do other things than just
media.
But I mean,
Mac
I understand. Most of you retouchers tend to use this.
So then I started. Then I went to Circle. I got myself a Mac, and then there was this friend of mine who was selling 50mm lens, and then I bought it, and then I started gaming up. I started gaming, and I think a month after that, I was cashing out. I think clients, Nigeria, some ladies from Nigeria, they came, shot, took some. My pocket became good. And my dressing changed, bro, Charlie.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, yeah.
So my partner that I was staying with by then realized that I was not focused on doing the film productions anymore. I was all by myself now. I was doing something for myself, so he started acting off and stuff.
So it's like there was a little bit of like jealousy or something somewhere.
I won't call it jealousy. I mean, I'll just say, some people love you be under them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you be under them.
So I felt that you were being self-sufficient, and so it's like you became. Maybe he was intimidated by that.
Well, let me put it that way. But I think he felt
you didn't need him anymore.
I didn't need him anymore. He wanted me to always need him, but I can't always be under you.
No,
somebody has to. And what we are doing and what I'm doing now is two different things.
Totally.
And so I just started doing my own thing, and then he started giving me some attitude at home. I was living with him. And then he started giving me some attitude, and then...
So indirectly, it meant that if you're not going to stay under me, then you should leave.
Then you should leave. You understand?
Indirectly.
So I was just there, and then they just gave me a 3 days...
notice
that I should leave.
Yeah.
Understand? So that... I mean, it's not like I didn't have anywhere to stay. All my life, I've been staying with my sisters. I have 5 sisters, and they are all elderly sisters.
Yeah.
So I stay here small. I fool a little, they sack me.
You move to the next. 5 options.
5 options. So I go here, I fool a little, they sack me. I go here, and it was just fun like that. You know.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't want to go back to my sisters because I have sports everywhere.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go back to my sisters. I wanted to be on the street. So I was doing me. I wanted to do me. I wanted to do my thing. So I let it down. So they gave me a time. 3 days. These 3 days, I was just trying to find friends where I can stay and stuff. So then the day he spoke to me about it, he didn't tell me in person. He tested me that this is it. So in 3 days, I have to find somewhere where I stay. Okay. So the next day, I have this female friend. She schools at Legon.
Okay.
I go see her. Then she gave me. I've been asking her that I need a car. I want to go and do some shoot, and I need her car. So her dad has given her this Toyota car, like that.
All right.
So she was going to see her boyfriend. Her boyfriend drives. So her boyfriend will come and pick her and go. So the car will be there. Behind. So she told me that I should come and pick her car and then go and do whatever I said I'm going to do. But I should bring it the next day. So I said okay, then I'll bring it the next day. So then next day that I was to return the car. She was not in a car. She too, she's gone somewhere.
So you could still use it.
Then I could still use it. I have more time. So it is the car that I was sleeping in.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a car that I was sleeping. I was
The hassle.
Yeah, I was sleeping in a car. So I have mine because that day that they told me, the next day I had a car. Then the following day in the afternoon, one lady called me from Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
Then she said her name is so and so and so. She's from Equatorial Guinea and she's seen my works. She likes my works and she wants me to come to Equatorial Guinea and come and shoot her wedding.
Wow.
I said okay. She said she needed photography and videography. So I had this video friend, Elon, EMC Studios. Now they call him Lens and Bows.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to go and discuss that deal with him and see how it will go. And then I had another video guy friend too, who I also met. So he was like, oh, he is interested. And I was like, okay, fine. Let me present the two of your works to the client and then let's see. So I presented the two works to the client and then she said, oh, she likes my other friend's work. So I was like, okay. So the woman, that same day that we spoke, she was willing to meet me the next day. So the day we spoke, she asked me how much am I going to take. I was scared actually because I've not traveled anywhere outside Ghana. I've always been in the neighborhood. So once you said that, I couldn't be sure what is happening. Yeah. So I mentioned 15,000 cedis.
Yeah. Just I mean, if she's not for real, she wouldn't take it.
She wouldn't take it. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, she can afford 12,000 cedis. Wow. I was like, okay, this one is very compelling. Okay. All right. And she was like, we should meet the next day, and then she will give me an amount, and she wants to go back to her country, so she wants to make that deposit down, and then she will go. So I met her at Accra Mall. And she just counted 10,000 cedis into my hands.
Wow.
10,000 as at that time, Charlie Boo.
It was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money.
Even it still is. Let alone
you understand?
Those years ago.
So when she gave me that money, she didn't even ask for a receipt. She only brought her friend and then they went to see where I live. So I took them back to them.
So just in case anything happens, you know how to trace you.
You know where to trace me. When she moved her car, if it is tomorrow that the wedding, we will shoot there, fine.
So doesn't I don't get it. Is it that Grace always finds you and just leaves you with fortune so they can keep on moving?
So so that money that she gave me, my mom has a plot of land that she's left for us, and she's built it to some level.
Wow.
Not something you can stay in, but some level. So quickly, I went to finish one room. So I started using that money to finish. So the 2 weeks that I was sleeping in the car, Masons were working on the room
to make sure that you can move into it.
So then there was that. So I always want to try to see if I could get to the woman. If I ask her how far is the wedding, they say we are on preparations, and the month she told me that the wedding would come off was closer. Now I wasn't hearing from her again. Now if I text her, it doesn't go. If I call her, it doesn't go.
Wow. After paying that amount of money.
That's why I say if it is tomorrow that they will come and call me that our wedding is tomorrow, then
you have no idea.
I have no idea, but it was just boom like that.
Yeah.
So that gave me like a support in life, where I was able to do some 1 or 2 things. My stay in the car wasn't easy. I sleep in the car. I'll drive to Legon campus, park the car there, and then I have some friends at TF. I just rush to TF, go wash down, and then come and sleep in the car. So I just wanted to park at somewhere that there are people around, so that nobody will think that maybe I'm anything.
I understand.
Do that thing, and then so on and so forth. Started small. I got my friend who gave me his place, the mobile money place that we can use for studio. So I was using that place for studio. Small. My name was elevating. The year 2018 was the year of me. Like
I was being on its feet
everywhere in Ghana here. I was everywhere. My name was everywhere. I was on every red carpet. I was on.
In fact, everywhere, literally.
Literally, I was everywhere. So that year, I was able to make a lot of money.